Hello, folks, and welcome to another Let's Talk. Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This one is a little bit late because I have been away, to a retreat for 10 days, and I was pretty much out of contact. So I didn't know half of this was going on. I've only just came back and I found out what's been going on. So let's talk about a few things that happened in Gamescom. Mainly Dawn of War 4. Finally, we're getting a Dawn of War 4. Now, from what I gathered from not only from what other YouTubers have played it, but also what they've said, it looks like it's going to have to be a hybrid of 1 and 2, which I'm hoping that's the case because, let's be honest, guys, Dawn of War 3 was an absolute, it was a shit show, let's be honest. And I would hope, to see what I've seen of Dawn of War 4, I'm hoping that it's the case that, when we play Dawn of War 4, it'll be like playing Dawn of War 1, but with the elements of like 2. Because they have confirmed there will be base building, and the pick of races was quite interesting because, we have now, the Necrons and the Mechanicus, which was an interesting choice. Adeptus Mechanicus was a interesting choice, along with, with the unusual suspects. But this also means as well that this game is also going to have a lot of DLC because we found out also that the Astra Militarum's there. I hope we also get stuff like the whole 9 yards with with the having all the races in, because that would be freaking awesome. But not in a way like what they did with Soulstorm, but where like you just threw every race and threw flies in. It just was an absolute mess. Something like that. But in any case, the other thing I want to talk about as well is the rumor mill that's been also going on. Now, also at Gen Con, so Gamescom, we also we saw more of Resident Evil 9, and wait, that's been played, which is quite interesting because we've got a new stalking villain, who some people have referenced that could be Lisa, who survived the mansion, but I doubt it, but it could be something more important. So whatever the case may be, it'll be interesting to see how that progresses. And also, what's interesting to me is, as well, is there was a rumor going around that RE remake of Veronica is actually in rumor to be in development. Now, this is a rumor, guys, so do take this with a pinch of salt. Now, if this is true that Veronica is in production, that would be interesting because, as you know, I have played Veronica on this channel, and I've always said it was the last great Resident Evil before 7 and 8 showed up and RE4 showed up remake. So it'll be interesting to see if they do show up. Now, as you all know, guys, RE9 will be on my channel, but it won't be right away. It will be in time because, as you all know, the new season is about to kick off with the listing that you saw. And I am working on a massive project with a brand new season in mind. So that's also something that you're going to have to be patient, but we'll get there because the seasons I'm working on is pretty big. And it does involve Dawn of War, and a very special one that I've been waiting to do for years. But about that, what I think of the rumor, if this is true that Veronica is getting done, will this be a big thing? Absolutely. You see, Veronica is one of the more beloved titles. Yes, it's also a bit of a black sheep, but it's also one that's beloved by a cult classic. And I would love to see Veronica, have its day in the sun. But that's pretty much all I'm going to be talking about because, to be honest, guys, that's the only thing I really was interested about in the Gamescom was Dawn of War 4 and, the Resident Evil 9 trailer/demo and the, the rumor mill about Resident Evil Remake Veronica. What do you think? Are you interested in the Resident Evil Remake Veronica? Are you looking forward to Resident Evil 9? Are you looking forward to Dawn of War 4? What do you think? Leave a comment below, and I'll catch you later. And again, guys, I do apologize. Like I said, I'm late to this because, like I said, I was away on a retreat, so I had no idea what was going on. Anyhow, I'll catch you later.